Students, have you ever been anxiously waiting at the start of class for your name to get called by the teacher? Or maybe teachers, don't you hate fumbling through the attendance sheet trying to pronounce everyone's names correctly while also hoping they say here so you don't have to say their name again? The trouble with counting attendance is that it can be a lengthy process that takes up a lot of valuable class time. But this process can be simplified with the use of technology, specifically our device, the attendance scanner. The attendance scanner is an easy and efficient way for teachers to count attendance and have all of that information in one location so they don't have to spend as much class time counting attendance themselves. Instead, they have all the information in one place ready to upload into Canvas, for example. But how did we come up with such a device? Well, let me show you the prototypes and design sketches that we went through in order to get to our final product. Just come right over here and, oh, look at that. Our first prototypes. Our first prototypes consisted of a lot of devices that would be attached on the back of the chair. We envisioned having battery packs, our Arduino, possibly an RFID scanner, and other sensors that would be clipped onto one plate and then clipped to the back of a chair. However, we realized that with this design, it would be pretty not cost effective, as you would have to build one of these things for every single chair in a classroom, which is pretty bad. So then we fully pivoted to the RFID idea, coming up with this. This consists of an RFID scanner and other added components such as a speaker and an RGB LED. Our second prototype does not involve a chair, as you can see. With this, we moved to our third prototype, which is a housing case for all of the devices that you saw above. So this housing case was made in SolidWorks. It's 3D printed, and it involves lots of slits and shelving space for all of the devices. It also has a hole in the back which is not present in this picture. It's present in this one, and which is meant to help the device be screwed onto walls, giving it a convenient place to store. There's also covers here that cover everything, so this ended up looking like our final product. This is our final product fully assembled. This is what everything looks like inside. But this is just a picture. Where's the real device? Well, it's right.
The attendance scanner is a compact device which consists of an Arduino and breadboard, a battery pack, an RFID or radio frequency identification scanner, a piezospeaker, an RGB LED, and a button. A button is pressed to initiate the scanner. Once this happens, you will notice the RGB LED flashing many colors. After this, you can scan an ID card. If the card is valid or belongs to someone meant to be in the class, the light will flash green and the piezospeaker will make a specific sound. Then the student's name will appear on the serial monitor with a green check mark and the time they arrived. If the ID is invalid or the student is not meant to be in the class, the light will flash red and a different noise will sound. If an ID has already been scanned, the light will flash blue and the name assigned to that ID will not appear again on the serial monitor.
Now, our goal was for the RFID scanner to recognize a pre-coded card and display the information necessary for a teacher so that they could simply look at the screen and input the attendance records either through a spreadsheet or directly into Canvas. It's not very complicated and it looks really good.
So when making and designing this product, the main thing we wanted to really look at and make sure was viable was our budget. And at first glance, two things are clear. One, that by far the most expensive part of this product is the Arduino and the RFID, which have a combined cost of about $70, which puts our total to $100 about, which at first glance does seem like a lot, but also when we look into it a little bit more, when you mass buy these things, buy in bulk, as they say in the industry, this can severely reduce the cost of both the RFID and the Arduinos needed for this project. And additionally, with our design, we wanted it to be as portable as possible. Other potential applications of this product could be for social events or sporting events, where it's very important to measure tickets sold and attendance. So that can really help businesses and these kind of big sporting, big social event planners understand, kind of minimize the amount of unregistered people who attend that did not buy tickets. Additionally, when looking at applications in small businesses, think like urgent care kind of businesses where you have to check in and then wait to be seen for a while. Having this device to automatically check yourself in can really reduce time waiting and can potentially reduce labor costs as well for these businesses.